never die.
Boo.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wednesday night with OCC. This is new for us, new for me at least. Wednesdays are always awesome for me because they're Jeans Day at work, so I am in a great mood tonight. Also, because we have some awesome commentators with us tonight, as always, our wonderful Lautrix and Amara. How are you two tonight? Fan-freaking-tastic? You know what? I think we may have an audio issue. There we go. You guys should be piped in now, I believe. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Alrighty. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Tonight, we are watching our Silvers go at it. I'm really excited to see just how much everyone has progressed within the last few weeks. Now, Amara, I don't know if you've realized, but honestly, a lot of the people that initially started off in silver have actually progressed their way into gold.
And some even into platinum.
Yeah, so like the you could see the growth. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like, oh, it came in, 1700s. Now it's like, 22, 23. Well, my bad. So I'm excited to see where what they've come up with in these last few weeks, what they can do. Because last week we didn't really get to see Horned Beast. We got to see Game of Thrones versus Jebaited, but now we're going to see what Horned Beast has to throw at him. Let's find out. And here we go off into map number 1. Nepal.
Traveling to Nepal.
Oh, I love me some Nepal, I'll tell you what. Personally, I'm more of a fan of these kind of control maps. I enjoy just the way that they kind of, they just kind of ebb and flow just a little bit.
I agree.
See, my favorite thing about these maps is never-ending hook on Widow to see how high you can get.
You see, I'm absolutely terrible as Widow. Like I could run a solid Hanzo, but a Widow, nope.
Oh no! You don't even have to shoot things so loud, because you just see how high you can get.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a good time.
Yep.
Well, let's see what they are going to be running. Looks like they're going to be a little bit more dive tanky on the side of Horned Beast. Meanwhile, Game of Thrones has got a bit of a standard composition. Darius Fulton once again on the Reinhardt. Sway.
I'm really excited to see Game of Thrones. I
Yeah.
haven't actually watched most of them play. I've got a little experience with Darius and Allie, but the rest of these people are pretty much new to me.
Hey man, that's what I absolutely love.
I'm excited.
Sometimes I come in, see names I've never heard before, and I'm like, yeah, let's see what you got. So, all right, 5 seconds left on the clock. We are underway with match number 1, Game of Thrones versus Horned Beasts. And it looks like Game of Thrones is starting to just rush their way right onto the point. Trippy Ninja on the Lucio, helping him get on there quickly. But Chibiki on the Lucio as well manages to get started, and the barrage comes in by Jaeger. But Sway trying to get him off the skies, trying to make things a little bit more difficult with him. But Chibikitty keeping a solid front line. Sway's got to be careful. Might get herself into the front line. Jaeger's in a bad place. Sway takes him out, and nope, looks like Chibi's in a very, very bad spot. Chibiki's got to be careful right now. Darius is just swinging away, takes out Chibiki. We're going to see Charby try to keep Chibikitty alive, but is that going to be enough? Not really. Wolfpack in the backline gets taken out by Kagura. What do you think here, Amara?
I think that Game of Thrones just had the momentum, and I just don't think Horned Beast was ready for it.
No, you're absolutely right. They've got to be careful. It looks like they split up a little bit towards the beginning there, especially when Sway managed to find a way into the back line, taking care of the Pharah. That just kind of makes it difficult because that negates your air superiority. And Jaeger back up into the skies again, getting this started. Oh, the Ludicrous pops up the shield. Chibiki getting caught out of position, gets taken out. Oh, Darius comes in tough. Ludicrous just being extremely annoying on the Mei. Jaeger is in a very bad spot, and he looks like he's going to have to back off here. That's another decisive victory here from Game of Thrones. Man, they are just swarming.
So I think one of the problems that Horned Beast is having is they're running these dive tanks and these dive characters, but they're just walking onto the point. They're not actually using those characters to dive. And so you're getting 1 or 2 people in there, and they're getting trapped, and everybody else is just staying in the back line.
Oh, there it is. Chibikitty takes out Darius Fulton, and it looks like they might be able to make this go their way. Sway getting D-Mac. Ludacris looking for a pick. But right now, Kagra seeing if maybe he can get a shot in. Wolfpack being extremely annoying. And finally, it looks like Horn Beast making something happen. Oh! The 1-for-1 trade, Jaeger versus Kagura. But now the kills are starting to come in the favor of Horn Beasts. I mean, I gotta say, it looks like Game of Thrones overextend themselves just a little bit, especially with the loss of Darius Fulton right there at the beginning, made it really hard for them to try to keep anything going.
And one thing Jaeger did there was Jaeger took out something that was going to be a problem for Wolf. So that allowed Wolf the ability to go in there and finish anything that needed to be finished.
Oh, and here it comes, popping that in. Oh, gotta be careful. Diva Bomb comes out, doesn't land on anything, but right now Trippin' Ball's trying to get in there, going all monkey on everything, not managing to really make anything happen though. Looks like he really just stalemated out there. Darius Fulton taking out Shibiki, and now it looks like they're gonna have to go ahead and back off. Charvy gets taken out by Sway, and Jaeger takes out Trippy Ninja, but it doesn't look like they're gonna be holding it for that much longer. Trippin' Balls staying onto the point with Wolfpack, manages, ooh, Jaeger takes out Ludacris, and they might actually be able to hold this. Now, this was something I was not expecting. You know, the 3v5, I was not expecting them to be able to hold out, but looks like getting those key picks managed to keep their momentum going. 82 to 55%. They're making their way forward.
I can't say his name with a straight face like you can. So Winston backed out at the right time. Initially, it looked like it was going to be a problem, but actually allowed him to get back to the fight and help them finish that.
Ooh,
I just can't say it with a straight face.
I'm trying. Kagura pops out the ultimate, manages to land on Chibiki, but I'm seeing a lot. Ooh, a beauty bomb comes in, takes out two. But I think that's a lot of spent ultimates. Ooh, Trippin' Ball's in a very bad spot, and it just looks like he's about to get crowded. Can't get out of there, gets taken out, and that's absolutely terrible because the team might not have enough time to get them back.
They're just going to have to go in there, whoever gets there first. They don't have time to group back up.
Right, here they go behind the point. Oh, Wolfpack pops out the ultimate, but he doesn't have a dash. Oh, gets hit by Darius Fulton. Charvy pops out her Kamehameha, trying to keep the dream alive, but it doesn't look like it might make anything happen. Trippin' Balls manages to get onto the point, takes out Ludacris. Darius pops in the hammer down, takes out the
Rest in
healer.
peace, Chibi Kitty.
And Trippin' Ball's trying to stay onto the point, but doesn't seem to make anything happen. Jaeger pops the ultimate, but there was Sway managing to get in there, stop the barrage, and there goes the kill. We are now 1-0 in this round. I mean, I could definitely see your point of view here, Mara. Like, I feel like they've got that speed, they've got that momentum. I feel like if they crowd, particularly if they crowd that Mei, get her taken out sooner than later, they could just work their way all the way to the back line. But it seems like they're still really hesitant and don't really have that timing down.
They are. You have to commit if you're going to dive. If you're not, then don't run it. If you're not making those call outs and you're not saying I'm diving for this person and everybody goes in, it's not going to work. Because if one or two people dive, they're going to get picked off, and that's what we saw there quite a few times. But it looks like they're going to switch it up, so let's see how the Rein Zarya works.
That might actually work in their favor. As long as Chibikitty can put the pressure on Sway, they might actually be able to make something happen, especially now that Charvy still on the Moira, but Shibiki on the Brigida. But right now, Trippy Ninja on the Lucio manages to give them that speed and momentum, letting them get set up a lot earlier. Darius Fulton getting in one-on-one. Ooh, but the clutch shield from Chibikitty comes in, and right now Darius is in a very bad spot, gets taken out quickly. And they're slowly getting onto the point. Jaeger on the Reaper in the front line, looking for some picks, trying to get Ludacris, but he's got to be careful because that Mei is about to make it a terrible day. And right now, left click W by Trippin' Balls, looking for kills. Trying to stay onto the point, but doesn't seem like they're landing anything right now. Ooh, and it looks like the kills are coming in for Horn Beast. Oh, and the hammer down comes in against Ludacris. Ooh, just barely manages to stop, and the Mei coming in from Wolfpack manages to dislodge him. All right, 20 to 3%. It was a really good push here from Horn Beasts.
It was. One of the big problems that I think the other team had here was that when they got on the point, some of them stayed and some of them went to engage the other team, which separated them. And then we saw Darius get picked off very early in that fight. So although they were able to cap the point because of Ludacris's walls, because that only covered half of the entrance, they were able to come in and take it back.
Ooh, and Darius Fulton in a very precarious spot. Might not be in a good place, and the counter may coming on in, but Tripping Balls has got to be careful. Chibiki, ooh, gets taken out, and Tripping Balls gets anti-nated. He might be in a very bad spot. Has to go ahead and back off. Jaeger looks like they're splitting off here just a little bit. They've got to be careful, and the Diva Bomb comes out. Can it land? Doesn't hit anything. But Kagura takes out Jaeger, and oh, right now Darius coming in on a rampage. Charby popping out her ultimate, though, trying to see if she can keep Chibi Kitty alive, but that's not going to be it. Looks like Tripping, no, what is his name? Sorry,
Trippy and Trippin'.
Trippy and Trippin'. Oh,
Trippy for me.
yeah, Trippy pops in his ultimate. Although I believe that was a little bit too early. It doesn't seem like got a lot of value out of that, but 51 to 32%.
I did see something from Chibi there that I have to applaud. So the Diva was behind her tank, and so while her Rhine was facing the opposite direction, she went behind him. She made sure that Diva didn't get him as quickly as she could have. So I have to applaud Chibi for that.
Oh, and here comes the ultimate from Chibi Kitty, looking to see if maybe she can get a pick or two. And right now, the picks are coming in. Oh, Jaeger pops in the ultimate, gets two. And it looks like the ultimates are letting him get onto the point. Chibiki making Sway's life difficult right now. Manages to take her out, and they recap the point one more time. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. That ultimate from Chibi Kitty was extremely clutch. Exactly what they needed. It might not have landed the kills immediately, but it was at least enough to make them turn around, you know?
Exactly, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. You don't have to get all the kills right then, as long as it allows you to secure those kills.
Exactly. And looks like Wolfpack is going to be off into the corner. He wants
Sneaky
somebody.
May.
Oh, he's going to be a sneaky May. Oh, and Ludacris signs their own death warrant. That's not going to be good. Oh, the hammer down comes in from Trippin', but doesn't help. Oh, and here comes the hammer down from Darius, trying to get those kills, but Jaeger manages to come in and help out. The Diva Bomb comes out. Looks like they're going to be, managing to hit Chibi Kitty as she barely hides. But that's still not going to be enough. Jaeger managing to hit those kills with Wolfpack's ultimate. And right now, they're going to go out and finish him off. Ludacris trying to rush onto the point, but the Maywall stops him. And that's going to be it. 1-1 on this round, or on this match one.
They did a great job there, both teams. But that ult from Wolfpack, right before, I guess, Wolfpack got hammered down, saved that point for them, I think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I'm excited to see May plays.
Well, that's the thing. With that ultimate, even though there was the real follow-up that was really required was Jaeger. Jaeger managing to jump in, just blast anyone that was in there. Oof, that was it. The kill feed
I'm
was
excited for these characters. Some of these characters we don't see very often.
Oh, absolutely. The May battle is delicious.
Beautiful.
Well,
I usually only see May battles when it's up against my own face as May and I have to deal with it. It's much more enjoyable to watch it.
No, you're absolutely right. And here they go for the marble, at least the first one here. Darius Fulton in a charge. Looks like they're going with the Far Mercy here for Game of Thrones. Trippy Ninja Kagura using that combo, but Wolfpack going back onto that May, trying to see if maybe he can counter Ludacris. And they're starting to get onto the point, but they may not have any kind of answer here for the Pharah. So do you think that Pharah is really going to make or break their entire fight here?
It's going to depend on how well Wolfpack can aim at a moving flying target and how low that Pharah gets. If that Pharah gets low enough onto the point, Jaeger shouldn't have too much of a problem taking her out, and neither should Charby. So it's just going to come down to the Pharah's positioning.
Fair enough. And right now, good thing you were talking about Jaeger, because Jaeger is just on a roll right now. Lining up that kill feed. It doesn't look like Kagura's able to get anything. Wolfpack, though, managing to land a hit on Kagura. And right now, Game of Thrones quickly goes ahead and gets themselves together, thinking about which way they need to go and how they're going to get there. But they got to be careful because Jaeger is looking for a kill. He's feeling it tonight. And I'm excited for it, man. Alrighty, here we go. Darius Fulton slowly making his way forward, but he's got to be careful with that May. They're slowly trying to decide what to do. Jaeger might be a little bit too deep. Oh, gets slapped, but Chibi Kitty with the save manages to get him. Oh, and the hammer down comes in. Doesn't look like it hits anything. Right now, the Valkyrie comes out. Oh, but Jaeger gets hit. Can they get anything? And right now, Darius is left click W, working his way in as he's nano boosted. Gets one, gets two. Oh, can he get a three? He's just swinging away, trying to see if maybe he can get Chibi Key. Chibi Key, the only one on point with Chibi Kitty. Oh, and the hammer down comes in, takes out Chibi Kitty. The only one left on point is Wolfpack. And unfortunately, Wolfpack, after the shield goes down, is going to be suffering a case of the deadness. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. And this hold, I gotta say.
But a case of the extreme delayed deadness.
I will say, though, like, you know, most people would say, oh, we'll get back to your team. He actually secured his team an extra 10% just in doing that.
Gotta love May.
Hey, man. May is May. Okay? Don't ever forget that.
At least this isn't, was it Mayhem? Total Mayhem? Where May can just do that endlessly?
Oh, that's... Ooh, and the hammer down comes in quickly from tripping balls. He's anti-nated, but he's going in for the kills. Charvy pops out her ultimate, trying to keep him alive, and the May ultimate comes out. Oh, but Kagura's looking for Charvy. Doesn't seem like he's going to be able to get anything going with that. Ludicrous trying to get on Wolfpack, and the kills are coming in for Horned Beast. Kagura, the only one left on, well, almost on the point, but it might be just, nope. Wolfpack is doing really well on getting those shots lined in with the icicle shots.
Yes, he is, which can be a difficult thing to do in the heat of battle.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right, though. Wolfpack managing to land those hits, manages to take out that, Oh, no, here comes the start. Oh, but gets Chibiki, and the ultimate comes out from Chibikitty. Oh, the 1-2 punch comes in, but Kagura takes out two, and right now, Tripping Ball is the only one left on point with Charvy. The two of them trying to keep the dream alive, and oh, the hammer down comes in. Doesn't seem like, oh. Which hammer down was that from? Oh, that was from Darius. Managed to save it, actually.
That was a big trade of alts there. It just happened to work in favor of Game of Thrones. They ulted just a second later between that Reaper and that Pharah, and I think that's what allowed them to come in and take the point.
And whoever just said that, House of Homie, hashtag IcePack. I like it. I love it. Let's go ahead and tag that. That's what I'm calling the mail from now on. Oh, and here comes the ice pack coming in. Darius Fulton trying to get out of it, but he gets frozen, and it looks like it's taken out. Kagura on the flanks as the Pharah, still trying to keep it alive, but it doesn't look like anything's going to work there. Charvy pops the ultimate. She's got to be careful, though. Oh, comes in. Oh, it looks like Ludacris still on the point as the Junkrat. Doesn't look like anything's able to happen, and Kagura still alive, trying to be annoying and a nuisance. Doesn't look like anything's going to happen. Darius Fulton tries to run onto the point, and that's going to be it. Horned Beast take the first map.
I have to applaud Wolf on that ult there. He got both healers. He took them out. Wasn't messing around. I also have to applaud the Pharah. How do you say the Pharah's name?
Kagura?
Kagura. Have to applaud Kagura, too, for not getting too close unless it just wasn't an option.
Oof, I'm telling you, dude. Left click W. Just, aggressive.
We press W, boys.
Alrighty, and it looks like we're gonna have to go back on here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out. Amara, tell me more about what you believed or what you saw coming up into this, this whole battle. Like, what did you see right? What did you see wrong? Like, where do you think Game of Thrones really needs to tighten up their shot group in order to go ahead and do better?
I think part of it's going to come down to ult economy. They're winning battles by ulting Horned Beast, but then they don't have anything for when Horned Beast comes back in, when Horned Beast still has 3 ults left and they've just used all theirs. So I think that could turn the tide, especially in these close games where they're going back and forth, taking the point and losing it.
Okay. What would you say about the DPS battles? I'm a little, concerned on that. Because I feel like definitely Jaeger was really holding up a crux of the damage. I don't know. What would you say on that?
I don't know if it was necessarily a DPS problem on the side of Game of Thrones, or if it was something that we just don't know, like a communication problem. Because if you were paying attention, Kagura was often the last one there, and whether that's because Kagura was staying back on purpose to not get picked, or if Kagura was just always just a little bit behind, I can't say, because I'm trying to watch 12 people. So little things like that, just communicating on when to go in and when to get out and when to die when you need to, could be the difference that their DPS needs to match what Jaeger and Wolfpack were putting out.
True. I definitely I'll definitely agree with you on that one. I also think Darius has got to be careful where he does his charges. I think it was like once or twice he was really caught out of position, and I applaud Hornbeast for going, well, that's the cue, and goes right out there and kills him.
Yes, and that's a communication thing. If Darius had had a Zarya instead of a Diva, that may have worked wonderfully. And on a different point, it may have worked. It's more open where his Ana can hit him from a distance. But on a point like that, it's just really hard to go in there without that backup.
Right. Alrighty, and it looks like we're going to head into Eichenwald. Just got to go ahead and get a ready check from the teams. Make sure they're good to go. And let's see what they got to show us. Eichenwald is coming up next. Now, I got to say, I'm a little sad. I do like the Halloween edition.
I do not.
What?
I do not, because there are parts of the map that have additions like little gates or something that can actually affect your movement as a Pharah. So I don't like it. I like the look, but I think those kinds of things don't need to be changed. So
Speaking of which, actually, I haven't commentated with you since before the patch. How do you feel?
Oh goodness. I like it. However, there are times where I get so hardcore into the heat of the moment that I just hold down my left click, which was one thing on the previous Rate of Fire, which I can simulate by clicking individually for each shot, but when I'm not thinking or I'm thinking too much, I just hold it down, and so I go through my rockets quicker. So I'm still adjusting to it, but I also haven't put in a lot of Pharah hours for the last couple seasons, so.
Ooh, what have you been focusing on more? OT?
Yeah, Zarya, and a lot of my little I'm gonna suck you to death lady. So.
You mean Moira?
Yeah. Her. I tried Brig. It just didn't work.
No.
So I went back to the Irish lady.
Yeah, you gotta. I don't know. I feel like Brigida's really simplified, and if you're used to a very complex style of play, Brigida's not for you.
I can't play her. I just can't.
No, I understand. Alrighty, here we go. Round 2. Horned Beasts on the first attack right now, making their way. Chibi Kitty and Tripping Balls up front. And Chibi Kitty trying to get a little bit of charge, but it looks like nothing really seems to happen. Tripping Ball still getting a lot of space. Game of Throws giving them a lot of room to really work their way in. Jaeger considering a good position to come in. And right now, Chibiki and Wolf Mercy gonna be a bit of a nuisance, but they've got to be careful. Ludacris is looking for a nice, quick, and easy pick. Tripping Balls is starting to rush onto the point. He's got to be careful with Wolfpack up top, looking for a quick pick and a quick kill. Oh, goes in, manages to get Ludacris. Oh, but Darius Fulton takes him out quickly, and they've lost their main tank. He's got to be careful, though. Chibiki, as the Mercy's got to be careful. Wolfpack might have to go ahead and back off here for a second. And it doesn't look like Horned Beast is going to be able to do the rush any faster right now, especially with Kagura there on the McCree. I mean, what would you say, Amara? I would definitely say it was that first pick that really messed up here for Horned Beast at the beginning.
It's that, and I also there's something about between Wolf here and Kagura. Neither of them are taking the other out, so they keep having to back up at low health. But neither of them is finishing anything off, and so that leaves the rest of their team still in there, especially on the side of Wolfpack, who can get out pretty quickly, stuck without a DPS.
Alrighty. Ooh, and Kagura, though, finally manages to take out Wolfpack, but it was through his ultimate. Chibi Kitty Charvi in a very bad spot, and Kagura manages to take out Chibi Kitty. Charvi doesn't have any cooldowns, has to go ahead and back off, and that's going to be a hard reset here for the side of Horned Beast. Oof, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. That time is slowly eating away. Like, I can see what they're doing, but you're absolutely right. We're not seeing the kill feed pop up from neither Wolfpack nor Kagura. And they've got to go ahead. Right now, they are the playmakers. They've got to make this happen.
Yes, and if you look at ults right now, you'll see that they're not letting Chibi Kitty get anything towards her ult. And so I'm assuming she's not getting anything towards her charge either, which is going to be a huge disadvantage for them if they want to take this point in a minute 45.
Oh, no. And Tripping Balls pops the hammer down, but might popped in a little bit too soon, gets taken out.
And Ludacris took out Chibi and both Chibis with her ult or his ult.
Right, and just that was a very clutch ult, especially since Tripping Balls wasn't paying attention, so that's going to be tough for them. Another hard reset. 1 minute and 17 seconds left on the clock. Like I said, that time is ticking, and I'm giving it right now to Game of Thrones. They are hard set on their positioning. They are not giving up ground. At least what I'm enjoying is that they're actually going in as a death ball. Ooh, and here comes Darius Fulton, goes in, takes out Trippin' Balls. Wolfpack pops in the ultimate. Oh, manages to take out Darius, but Sway takes out Wolfpack. And Ludacris, oh no, goes ahead and gets Chibi Kitty Charvy as well. And right now, Horned Beast is definitely losing their time. They don't have a lot of time to work with. 40 seconds left onto the clock, and they've got to rush in, make something happen. Jaeger hasn't popped his ultimate yet, though. That might actually be a detriment to the team at this point.
It could, especially with Wolfpack switching off of that Pharah. Even though Wolf is getting countered, they don't have a shield break now, so it could be an issue when Jaeger goes in to try to ult.
Oh, Trippin' Balls in a bad spot. Oh, and here comes the ultimate from Jaeger, seeing if maybe he can get something going. But the team quickly turns around, takes him out. Darius Fulton using that shield to keep everyone alive. And that's going to be it. Chibi Kitty, the only one left, gets taken out. And the remainder of the team has to rush on there, but Wolfpack has no ultimate. Gets frozen. Charvy trying to keep everyone alive. Doesn't seem like anything's going to happen, and she's just getting smacked. This isn't good. Trippin' Balls tries to rush onto the point. And the High Noon comes out from Kagura as his only ultimate, and that's going to be it for round one. My goodness. I gotta say, Ludacris and Sway had a very, very good round.
They did. They did, and Ludacris was... And one thing I noticed about Ludacris, with that ult where... I don't know if Ludacris is a gentleman or a lady. When the Mei... When he ulted the Mercy and the Zarya, he put that wall up. He started to freeze the Zarya and then threw that out, which kept the Zarya from protecting or bubbling either themselves or the Mercy, which was a really smart thing to do. And you don't often see them doing that. I don't even do that all the time because I'm just not thinking. So I have to applaud that particular play out of that round.
Yeah, I gotta hand to Ludacris. I'm seeing some really solid Mei play. And yes, that was meant to sound just like that.
Nice job, Lodrix.
I know. That could be a rapper, man. Alrighty, and here we
We're
go.
missing our resident dad joker.
Look,
You and I
man,
are trying.
Yeah, we are. We're trying hard, man. But he's sick. Needs some rest. Needs to chill out. Don't need to stress
Get
out.
better
your boys.
soon, Jack. Get better soon.
Alrighty, 25 seconds left onto the clock, and really there's not a lot of push that Game of Thrones needs to do. So the only way Horned Beast can hold this is if they play perfectly. They have got to play perfectly.
Absolutely right. What Game of Thrones needs to do here, if they want to take this point, is they need to learn from Horned Beast at that round, and if something's not working, they need to switch sooner. Instead of saying, okay, we've got a minute left, I don't have ult, let me switch now. If they can do that and they can assess their character selections a little bit quicker, they might be able to take this point.
Alrighty, and it looks like Trippin' Balls, might be in some trouble here. They're going with the triple tanks. Olatrin, looks like they're just foregoing the rest of the team, just rushing in onto the point. Darius Fulton takes out Chibi Kitty, Ludacris Chibiki, and right now Game of Thrones is just rushing their way on there with the GOATS comp, trying to make something happen. Trippy Ninja's got to be careful, though. And right now, the Ryans are fighting inside. Darius Fulton manages to stay alive. Oh, and the hammer down comes in from Trippin' Balls, but that's not... That was a quick Game of Thrones win. Man, that was a good use of the GOATS comp. I mean, granted, the part I was a little bit iffy on was just the rushing in. You know what I mean?
Hey, if it works.
I mean, I'm not. Ooh. Ooh. Dang, man.
Zarya
Sway.
play. Sway. Nice job.
Oh my god. Ooh. That was a spicy one. I liked it. That needs to be clipped. That was a good one.
So Sway having that 50% average energy. That's pretty good. I don't know who was charging Sway, but Sway used it to their advantage and it paid off. I love Zarya play of the games. You don't get to see them as often as I would like.
No, usually it's like a grab, and that's really like grab, and then whoever took advantage of it if it wasn't.
Yeah, Zarya is like a side piece. Oh, good job, Hanzo. Thanks, Zarya.
It's not like I did anything, right? It's just, that's frustrating. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have We have gone ahead and hit our halftime. We are going to go ahead and switch it over to the videos and, a little bit of a break. We will be back with you guys within the next 5 minutes. So don't go anywhere unless you get right back.
Is this just a dream?
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I also just want to agree there with Eldritch Poo real quick in the chat. I also love the work that Elfie puts into the videos and would love to say thank you, Elfie. We all appreciate them and love you so much and your videos. Thank you, thank you. So I will get you back to this awesome 1 versus 1 game here. Give you back to the commentators. Here you go, guys.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys had the chance to grab some wine, beer. For those of you underage, I don't know, some soda, some grape soda.
Sparkling grape juice.
Alrighty. Yeah, I love me some sparkling. Yeah, I love me some sparkling grape juice, man. Those bubbles really get to me. But alrighty, we've been having an incredibly fun series to watch. I'm really enjoying it. I'm seeing the silvers really, really shine tonight, particularly the DPS. They've been really making an impact. So we're about to head over to Watch Point Gibraltar. Let's go right into it.
Also, a quick thank you to the tanks and healers that keep your DPS alive.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. However, there's just days, man. There's days where it's like, oh, definitely that Ana is freaking clutch. And there's other days where, yep, there goes that Reaper and Q. All right. Excellently done. Alrighty, so here we go. 30 seconds left on the clock before the team starts spawning, and we might see Ludacris once again on the Maybay. This is insane. I'm not really, like, I'm a little torn right now. I have never really met like a real May main. You know what I mean? I've met just about everything else, but I've never seen someone that's just like, nope, May. That is all I do.
A main?
I was there for about a season, and then I went back to my flying lady.
Well, yeah, it's because flying lady's hard to kill.
Yes, flying lady's hard to kill. I love her.
And I'm sorry, but when you got missiles just kind of raining down on someone's face, it's got to be satisfying.
It is.
So, at the same time, though, May's freeze, it's like watching Satan slowly crawl up to your face. And
yeah, until you're the May and you miss the headshot. Then it's not so great.
Were you missing the headshots?
Oh, yeah, totally. Every time. Never hit a headshot as May in my life. Never. Doesn't happen. I've never hit a headshot as Farah either.
It's not like you need to.
I don't think I've ever hit one as Ana, to be fair. Can't hit those headshots.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb, for real. Alrighty, here they go. And House seeing if maybe he can get himself a pick. Doesn't look like he manages to land anything, though, but he's got to be careful. And right now, Wolfpack trying to get onto the backline, tripping balls, though, on the Winston. Ooh, they've got to be careful. Right now, Chibi Kitty gets taken out. And right now, the team of Ludacris and Darius Fulton are just incredibly dangerous. Ludacris, though, trying to get to that backline, tries to take out Chibi Kitty. Doesn't manage to happen, though. And that might be some danger, because right now May's got a long way to go and not a lot of time to get there. Tripping ball still on the point, trying to make something happen. Is gonna have to go ahead and back off if they're not careful. Darius Fulton still trying to keep the front line going, and Tripping ball is trying to get into that back line, make something happen. But Darius Fulton takes out Tripping balls, and right now Kagura takes out Wolfpack. And it looks like Hornbeast is gonna take him back, but Darius Fulton pops out the ultimate. One goes down.
Now that did work out for Ludacris, though, because Darius got back right as Ludacris died. Or, was it Chibi? One of them. Got back right as he died. So, where they're at with the payload right now, there's not many directions they can get hit from. So they were able to hold that point there long enough for Ludacris to get back. So it wasn't too big of a risk, I don't think, going that far into the back line. But I don't think probably should have done it. But it worked out.
And right now, Ludacris just being an extreme nuisance with that May, and I'm absolutely loving it. Ooh, but right now the charge comes in from Tripping Balls. Darius, or House of Homie takes out Kagura, and Tripping Balls left click W working in with Charvy backing him up, and the ultimate comes down. It looks like going in for a kill, but doesn't look like anything's gonna happen because Ludacris goes ahead and freezes him. They're still on the point. Chibi Kitty goes ahead and gets frozen, and right now they're trying to sweep away, trying to make something happen. Ultron pops up Kamehameha, and Wolfpack pops in the ultimate, looks in for a kill, tries to go ahead and take her out. Ultron gets taken out, and Wolfpack's got to be careful, gets frozen, gets taken out. Oh, here comes the Diva Bomb, comes out. Ooh, doesn't hit anyone though. And right now, Triple Ball is going in for a kill, but right now, Ludacris just managing to get on there, and that's going to be dangerous. House of Homie up top, trying to land a kill. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Chibi Kitty, though, manages to take out Sway. Oh, and here comes the Ice Pack going in for a kill. Chibi Kitty, though, completely caught out of position. She is in some trouble. She's got to find her way out of there. Oh, but she manages to get D-Mac and Kagura on a roll right now. Manages to take him out. What did you see, Amara?
A lot. I saw a lot. Ryan got out of position, and the May and Ryan were able to take advantage of that and then come in and take out the rest of the team. Up until that point, it was a pretty even fight either way, but Trippin getting out of position like that was a big factor in losing that particular fight.
I mean, he's getting absolutely punished, especially with Ludacris. Wolfpack switching over to the Hamster. Oh, and the hammer down comes in from Darius Fulton. Oh, manages to take out Chibiki, and right now Horned Beasts are having some trouble. They're trying to go with the Goats comp. Darius Fulton, though, manages to get taken out, and Ludacris a big problem right now. Oh, Wolfpack might be in a bad spot, goes ahead and gets frozen. Kagura takes him out, and Charvy trying to keep everyone alive. Chibi Kitty, guys, go ahead and back off. Ludacris takes out House of Homie. Oh, and the hammer down comes in. Oh, that's the whole team, but they've got to go ahead and quickly follow it up. The ultimate comes out from Trippy Ninja, and the ultimate comes out from Sway. Sees if she can get anything. Doesn't look like anything manages to happen. Ultron still with the ultimate, trying to keep everyone alive. And right now, it's a brawl under the point. But the May ultimate comes out, and this might be it, folks. The Diva Bomb comes out. Is it going to land? Hit anybody? Oh, manages to land two. Stays under the point. Trippy Ninja still on the point. That's not going to be safe for him, though. That's going to be it. Kagura's going to have to go ahead and back off, and Wolfpack is on the hunt. Try to go ahead and back him out. Right now, Game of Thrones still has the opportunity to go ahead and save this as they're in overtime. Darius Fulton up in the front line. Almost has his ultimate. Kagura pops out the ultimate. Chibi Kitty's got to be careful. Kagura can't seem to find anything. Doesn't manage to hit his mark. Darius Fulton's got an ultimate. Pops it down. Oh, is this going to be it, though, folks? Chibiki has the ultimate. Charvy pops out the ultimate. Charvy trying to keep Chibiki alive, and the ultimate comes out from Wolfpack. Oh, manages to take out Darius Fulton, and this might be it, folks. They might be able to go ahead and save it, but they've got to stay under the point. Chibiki looking for the kill on the Lucio. Lucio's doing everything possible to stay alive. Sway staying right with him, but is this going to be worth it, though? And it doesn't look like it is. Trippy Ninja, the only one left on point, hoping that the rest of the team go ahead and set up, and it doesn't look like it, folks. And Horned Beasts keep this dream alive. And
that was a long team fight.
Tell me about it. I'm out of breath. That was insane.
That was a very nice ult right there. I believe that was Trippin that did that.
Oof.
The Rhine ult.
I just want to say the Rhine play tonight is awesome on both parts.
That is incredible. No, you're absolutely right. Honestly, though, it was that ultimate. Like, I thought the ultimates, or the battle was done when Ludacris popped the ultimate. But Chibi Kitty's ultimate saved the day, and they're still going because of it.
It absolutely did. And Trippin was able to come in, and they pushed the payload this far because he ulted the second he got to that door, and they were able to get the rest of the enemy team to respawn again in the back. Because most of them were coming out by the time they killed that Lucio.
Ooh, and right now, Darius Fulton looking for a kill. Oh, the ultimate pops out, but it doesn't look like the Graviton really managed to hit anything. Sway takes out Chibiki. Diva Bomb coming out. Ooh, doesn't land on anything, though. Tripping Balls pops out the ultimate. Going for a kill, but right now with Ludacris still kicking, it's going to be an issue. Wolfpack still in the back line. He's got to be careful. Pops out the ultimate. Alatrin pops out her ultimate. Tripping Balls takes out Ludacris, so that's going to be a help. But right now, Alatrin still managing to stay alive. Alatrin takes out Tripping Balls, and Charvy comes in, goes in with the return, tries to go get a kill on Trippin' Ninja. She's doing everything she can to keep everyone alive. Darius Fulton in the back line, going for some swings, going for some kills. Kagura up top, trying to make something happen. The hammer down comes in from Darius. Doesn't seem like it hits anything, but Sway gets the kill on House of Homie. And right now, Darius Fulton's still up in the front line, keeping the dream alive. And it looks like Game of Thrones is able to make it with 40 seconds left onto the clock. Wolfpack has got to be careful. He's got to go ahead and back out because Ludacris is going to make this some hell. Woo. And this is it, man. I don't
These are some
foresee.
long team fights.
Yeah. These are long team fights, but definitely I'm seeing a lot being done here from the supports.
They are. I think the reason these team fights are going so long and why each team is taking it, then losing it, then taking it and losing it is they're not focusing people as well as they should, and so they're getting away and they're having to go back after them once they've gained that health back.
Ooh, and the 1-2 punch comes in. Takes him out. Right now, Chibiki, the only one point in one Brigitte against the whole gonna be almost impossible. Gets taken out, but it's 77 meters. I mean, they've got quite a ways to go.
That
It's up to-
attempted back cap, though.
Yeah. Hey, if that had happened though, I don't know what I would have said there. I would have lost my mind. I'll tell you what.
To 1. Switching sides.
And I gotta say, that was, I mean, granted they weren't doing the focusing, and I think that's something that needs to be tightened up from both teams. But what I'm most happy seeing is that they're all doing it anyway. You know what I mean? Like they're constantly getting in the team fight. They're not
Yes.
trickling. They're not feeding ultimates. No, they're waiting, getting the team together, and boom, rushing in.
Yes.
Lo-
The
So-
issue with that is, though, is especially when you have such low time, is it worth it to let the team fight drag out that long, or try to regroup and go again?
Right. But that's one of those things at the heat of the moment, you know, what really are you going to do?
Yeah, 2 minutes doesn't feel like 2 minutes when you're in it.
Right, it just feels like craziness. And, you know, honestly, that's my favorite part of Overwatch, when you're just, like, in the thick of things. You know, explosions are everywhere, and all you're focused on is not dying.
Attackers incoming.
You know, I think that's, like, one of the biggest adrenaline rushes of this game. But it really does pay to have someone saying, you know, Zarya, Zarya, Zarya. You know, Hammond, Hammond, Hammond. 'Cause
Exactly.
That really keeps the team focused, lets them know, okay, this is who we're going for. Okay, this is who we're going for. You know, even if it's constantly shifting, you at least have an idea as to who needs to get taken down.
Yes, exactly. And I think both teams can probably improve on it, and I think there are some times where these teams are both doing a great job of it. And I think that's why we're seeing such close games and team fights that are going on for so long, because it's little things here and there, not anything big.
Ooh, and Darius Fulton up into the front. Looks like Horn Beasts are going to be and Roadhog combo. Right now, Wolfpack staying up top. He's got to be careful, though, because Kagura is looking for a quick kill. And Tripping Balls gets onto the point, hooks Darius Fulton, but he's got to be careful, completely out of position. Gets taken out by Kagura. And Darius Fulton hopping on in, coming in trying to make something happen. Chibi Kitty, though, is trying to stay alive, but right now she's got a swinging Ryan, and that's going to be an issue. Ludacris manages to take him out. Wolfpack gets taken out by Ludacris, and Ludacris putting in work. Right now, the only person still alive is House of Homie on the McCree, and he's going to have to go ahead and back off. Luckily, though, Tripping Balls manages to make his way in, but Ludacris is hungry right now. Ludacris is looking for a kill.
I don't know
Gotta
if you noticed, but we did see Chibi on the main tank and Trippin on the off, but they have now switched back to their previous roles.
Right, and we're seeing a little bit more of a, you know, successful kind of composition right now. And right now, they're trying to make something happen. Pack, though, with the double kill, they've got to hurry up and get in there, though. They've got the numbers. Alatrin pops in the ultimate. House of Homie takes out Darius Fulton. There's not that many left. Oh, manages to hit Sway. And the ultimate comes out from Charvy. That might have been a little preemptive, though, but Wolfpack manages to take out Alatrin. And right now, with the change of Chibiki on the Zenyatta, having that Discord Orb is going to be fantastic.
It is, and I think that allows Charvy a little bit more leeway in using an alt like that, especially if Charvy is hitting that ult real fast, because Zen ult is so all-encompassing for anybody that's in the area.
Right,
So
and
I
House-
think using that to make them back off could pay off.
All right, and looks like they're coming in for another attack. House of Homie and Kagura going on a one-on-one. House of Homie wins it, though. The ultimate comes out. Oh, manages to land, too. And the hammer down comes in from Tripping Balls, and it looks like it's going to be relatively successful. And the kills are coming in. Is that a team kill? Oh, that was almost a team kill.
Close.
My-
I love
Well-
seeing a combo like that. You get that McCree ult on the other side, and Ryan just goes for it the second the enemy Ryan turns around.
Oof, and
I have to
that'd be-
applaud that.
Yeah, because that's really stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Literally, especially since they're under a bridge
But right
made of
now,
rock.
House of Homie really just being an extreme nuisance for any DPS who might consider go around. Ooh, and he almost takes out Kagura as a Tracer who switched out from the Hanzo. Tripping balls up front. Got to be careful though. Oh, might be a little bit out of position. The ultimate comes out from Wolfpack, tries to go in, land some kills. I see the Graviton. Doesn't look like it really hit anything. House of Homie takes out Alatrin. And right now, Triple Ball's in trouble, and the die comes in from Ludacris. Manages to take out 3. Oh my goodness. House of Homie manages to take him out, but that's not going to be enough. Darius Fulton finishes him off. Oh my goodness. Do we have a hashtag for that? Do we have a hashtag for Reaper Ultimate? I don't think we do.
Not that I know of.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen in the crowd, please go ahead and give us ideas for a new hashtag. That was beautiful. For the May
And
Ultimate,
don't say
I'm...
hashtag Death Blossom. Don't do it.
Come on, a little original.
I know we have some people that would. I know we do.
All right, Kagura's out here looking for a way in, but he's got to be careful. As Wolfpack finally finds him, tries to head and hone in on him. He's got to be careful, though. There is a Reaper, and a High Noon comes out from House of Homie, takes out Trippy Ninja, and right now they've got to be careful. Ludacris popping in the back. The Tripping Balls comes out, starts swinging. The ultimate from the Zen comes in, but was that a little too early? The hammer down comes out. Alatrin barely manages to get saved. But right now, Tripping Balls is hungry, looking for a kill. And right now, Sway might be in a very bad spot as Charvy goes ahead and mounts the pressure. And they're going to have to go ahead and back off. Wolfpack is in some danger, manages to back off with the rest of the team. And now they're going to go ahead and get started quickly. Darius Fulton up into the front line one more time, looking for another way in and start to get this going. Tripping Balls looking, trying to be as careful as possible. He knows that Darius might have his ultimate relatively soon. Ooh,
And they
and
have
he goes...
no support ult to back them up right now.
Right, neither... Well, Altrin does.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Hornbeast
they've got-
does not, though. They used both of theirs in that last team fight.
Ooh, and right now, though, it's not looking good here for Beast. Chibi Kitty popped out the ultimate, but doesn't look like anything happens. House of Homie managed to land the kill, and I think Ludacris might be looking in for the play of the game. Ludacris makes his way in, manages to pop it. Is that going to be too early? Takes out 2, takes out 3, and that might be it. The ultimate comes out from Sway. They're starting to hop on in. Oh, he gets bombed. Is that going to be the end of it, though? Oh, that might be the dream kill that they needed. Right now, Horn Beasts have to hurry up and run onto the point, but they might not be able to make it, and that's going to be the map. Man, that was insane.
Some intense fights.
Oof. I gotta say, I am blown away by these teams today.
Me too. These team fights are long. They're insane. A lot of them could go either way. They're really a pleasure to watch.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
there it is.
That was beautiful. Alrighty. So folks, we've got right now, Horn Beasts are down by 1 point, but that is still to be seen. Let's see if they can go ahead and hold it. Let's see if we can get to our game 5. What do you think, Amara? Tell me what you saw. What did Horn Beast get right? Let me get a little bit of that.
Okay, let's see. I have to applaud them, like I said, again on that switch. They tried something, it didn't work, and they immediately switched, which was a change that I had mentioned last game. How if Game of Thrones could manage to do that, it could give them an advantage, and they did it. It didn't work out for them in the end, but I think it allowed them to hold the point longer than they would have had they stayed on that Orisa and Hog. So making that decision and making it quickly was a big thing for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I could see that there definitely was a lot more success coming in from Horn Beast once they went ahead and switched back to what would be their normal composition. At least, Chibi Kitty wasn't playing the Zarya, but she was playing the Diva, which, was still exactly what they needed. The thing was, though, once Ludacris found the good spots and Horn Beast weren't paying attention, that just became really difficult.
He was getting behind them, and there was just nothing they could do about it. And they were doing the same thing, and that was the problem. When Game of Thrones sends their DPS to the back line and Hornbeast sends their DPS to the back line, you don't have DPS to stop the other team's DPS. So whoever gets those picks first is gonna take that. And so Game of Thrones just happened to get in there and do it before Hornbeast could.
Alrighty. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hop on into the chat here for a bit. I'm seeing a hashtag proud CAG mom and a hashtag proud CAG dad. So, I could definitely see who they're rooting for today. Hell's Virtue started with the Death Blossom and realized that was kind of a bad idea. Elfie with the That Blossom was ludicrous. I don't know. I'm keeping
It's long,
that.
but it's spicy.
It's spicy. I feel like I have to just figure
It's
out when to...
amazing.
But alrighty, I'm seeing a lot of people really throwing some love to Ludacris, some to Kagura, a little bit of love here to House of Homie. Alrighty, folks, we've got this might be the last match if the Horn Beasts do not manage to make it on this one. So give us a hashtag for who you're rooting for, and we're about to head on into Volskaya Industries.
So let me turn this table on you a little bit, Lautrix. What do you think Hornbeast needs to do to take this map?
So I feel really what they're lacking is at least when I play, my thought is always, okay, what have they used and what will they probably use? So, Ludacris having that ultimate could have been stopped, but you have to have that in your mind that, okay, I haven't seen this yet. Where is he? You know what I mean? Especially if you got someone like House of Homie up top, you know what I mean, who might be able to see him. Where is that Reaper? Reaper, top right, bomb, got it. So the moment he comes down and tries to go in and pop it, at someone like House of Homie who does have a stun can go ahead and stop that and save the day.
Or even using that Zen ult. So they used Grav and they used that Reaper ult to take the first point. The next team fight, Zen ult and Moira ult came out. And Ludacris was able to build that ult back up really quickly, and so they didn't have the support ults to try to counter that. So I think you're absolutely right. I think they need to think ahead of what might be coming and manage their cooldowns appropriately, and I think that's a big change that Hornbeast can make very easily that can give them an advantage.
Yeah, I don't know. I always feel like that really is a healer's job to just let them know something might be incoming. That's just me. I get very annoying about it. But alrighty, 3 seconds left on the clock, and here we go. Horn Beast go on their offensive run on Volskaya Industries. And they're starting to get onto the point. We're seeing the magical Torb here on Kagura, or on the side of Kagura, but House of Homie doesn't look like has really popped out yet. So just kind of just waiting around. You might just have to hurry up and get into the game, because right now the teams are really working their way in.
How you like the new Torb, Lautrix?
What's up?
How you liking this new Torb?
I'm enjoying the new Torb. I think new Torb is a lot of fun. Specifically because you can just be really, really aggressive with him. And now that you don't really have to babysit the turret, I feel like it really gives you this mobility, this ability to kind of shift your stuff around and kind of change things a little. You don't have to be, okay, Torb here, let me build this, let me go here, so on and so forth. You can just break it down elsewhere and make it work.
Agreed. I'm maybe it'll work out for them. I'm hoping. I like Torb. I'd like to see both teams kick some butt with Torb.
Alright. Alrighty, it looks like we're gonna have to go ahead and restart this match here. We're gonna be switching out a few. Just pop this on over here. Alright, I apologize for that, folks. Of course it does. Give me 1 second.
Multitasking Lautrix.
Right?
So, Peeps, what do you think of new Torb?
Glitch happens. I kind of miss I forget who it was. Somebody we were playing with the other day said that they missed the armor packs. I agree with that. I do miss the armor packs. I'm tired of seeing Torb splooge all over the place too. So I think I like old Torb better, really. I would say.
I like new Torb.
Yeah.
I have an account where I'm playing nothing but Torb, actually.
Oh my.
Yeah,
That does not. It sounds like I would hate you personally.
you would. With my 84% win rate.
You're with your what?
My 84% win rate.
Get out of here.
I am loving Torb. I'm loving it. And anybody in the Discord who hangs out with me or my team knows that I told anybody on my team that if they played Torb, they would be benched for months. And then new Torb came out. And now that they play Torb instead of giving it to me, they're still benched. I love it. I love Torb. Torb is
Alrighty.
spicy.
All right, and here they go. The second run here for Horned Beasts. Guess it was just a bit of a glitch and mix-up, especially when the when the chat goes ahead and disappears on me. But it looks like Kagura is going right back at it, bringing out the Torb. And it looks like Horned Beasts might try to do the best they can to go ahead and get ready for that, going in with a triple tank with Jaeger as the only DPS. Can they make it? Can they make us go to a round 5? We'll find out right now.
Defend objective A.
And it looks like Trippin' Ball's coming up on the left side. Gonna slowly start making his way on there. They see the Torb, just start rushing their way on there. And it looks like Wolfpack is trying to get off onto the point. Jaeger takes out Trippy Ninja. And oh, Darius Fulton takes out Chibiki. Oh, but it looks like Trippin' Balls goes ahead and takes him in. And it looks like the picks are starting to come out from random players. Right now, Trippin' Balls trying to take out Sway, but Sway might be able to make things difficult. Ludicrous, the only one on the point, gets taken out. And right now, that's going to be a quick point A grab here from Horned Beasts.
They went straight through that point, and they went straight past the enemy, and they took it.
Oh, yeah, man. Absolutely.
If you're not prepared for triple tank, it's just going to run right over you.
Well, that's the thing. Jaeger changed from McCree to that Brigida, so they went straight for the Goats comp, and it really worked out for them. They just rushed right into the point. That's the thing. Ludacris can only do so much. Oh no, Chibi Kitty in a very bad spot. Tries to go ahead and get out, but she's about to get taken out by Darius Fulton. Wolfpack up top. The hammer down comes in from Darius Fulton. Goes in for the kill. Gets Charvy. Has to go ahead and back off. Trippin' Balls still trying to stay alive, and Kagura with the Pharah looking for some picks. Wolfpack is asleep, in some danger, and Jaeger is looking for a way to get out. Wolfpack manages to get out with his mech. And really, Amara, I'd say it's just that that one isolation could really ruin this.
Absolutely, and there's so many different directions you can come on this map, and so many ways you can get walled off. If you get walled off in one of those directions, it's not just a quick detour to get around it. You have to go all the way around.
Ooh, and the hammer down comes in for Trippin' Balls, but it doesn't look like he hit anything, man. Trippin' Balls took out Trippy Ninja. There's a lot of tripping. Trying to take out Alatrin, but right now, Ludacris with the ice pack managing to make something happen. Jaeger trying to stay alive, but really the only one on the point, you know, aside from Charvy, and he's gonna have to go ahead and back off. Oof, Charvy. That was rough, man. Oh no, and Trippin' Balls, the only one left on point. Ludacris being extremely aggressive, and those walls are coming in clutch.
They are. They have to be really careful not to go in there by themselves, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen every time because Ludacris is so on point with those walls.
That's what you get when you're fighting a Mei-Mei, man. And I think that's really the biggest strong suit of Mei. It's not just area denial, but it's just complete isolation if done properly.
Absolutely.
Ooh, and the ultimate comes in from Sway. Oh, the 1-2 punch, trying to get something happen. Ooh, and ultimates are coming out. Darius Fulton gets to Kagura, D-Max, Wolfpack, and a counter hammer down comes in, but Kagura takes out Trippin' Balls before anything can happen, and they're going to go ahead and be on the back foot. Chibi Kitty in a bad spot, and that's going to be it, folks. Wolfpack has got to go ahead and back up. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left onto the clock. Ooh, gets taken out before he can remake. Oof. And we were talking about that. You know, the time really does tick really quickly. So Horned Beasts have got to go ahead and get together. I think they can do it, man. But they've just got to be careful with Ludicrous. Ludicrous is an extreme nuisance, and that's really what a Mei has to be.
And with a
Alright.
Mei like Ludicrous, you're going to see that Mei ult more than you would initially expect. So if they're not watching out for that, it's going to come in and get them all.
Oh, and here comes the ultimate. Takes out Alatrin, but that's not really going to manage to land anything. Chibi Kitty, I think she might have over that ultimate. Wolfpack trying to keep the dream alive, and they're starting to rush onto the point. Oh, and the hammer down comes in, but Charvy manages to take out Darius Fulton, and Horned Beasts are slowly making their way onto the point. They've got to go ahead and focus this up, though. The ultimate comes out from Jaeger. They've got to hurry up and make something happen. Sway goes ahead and gets nano boosted, and Sway just doing everything possible. Kagura pops out the ultimate, but it doesn't look like it killed anything. And right now, Darius Fulton comes in, manages to land one on Chibiki. They can hurry up and make this happen. Ludicrous, though, manages to get back onto the point. Darius Fulton, the only one left on the point. And right now, all that can really happen is the trickle. Alatrin might be trying to come on in, but gets the tranquilizers gone. And right now, everyone's just going to try and rush on in. Kagura rushing in, trying to get onto the point. Managed to make it. Stalls out for just a little bit. Trippy Ninja on the point with him. Trying to do everything possible, and the hammer down comes on in, manages to land on Trippy Ninja. The ultimate comes out. Boom! Triple kill, and that's going to be solid. They can go ahead and capitalize on this. Darius Fulton pops out the ultimate, manages to land it on Chibiki one more time. Darius Fulton gets taken out. Alatrin hops in onto the point, tries to stall, doesn't make it, and that's going to be point B.
Ooh. Can we get a
That was a fun point to
hashtag
watch.
holy hell Lotrex? How do you keep doing that so long? God.
I don't know, my throat hurts.
I wish I could give you a cough drop. I have
Mad
some.
respect, bro.
Appreciate it. Anyway, I like Berkey4 saying hashtag Red Wedding. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of kills coming in, especially with that clutch ultimate from Wolfpack.
It was beautiful. And it allowed the team to survive that hammer down from Darius because there was no follow-up for it.
Right.
But he had to do it. He didn't have time not to. So I'm not saying it was a bad ult. Just saying.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, really, you're at the end of the rope, and especially when other teams coming in, all you can really do is try to eat as much of their time as possible. You know, so I gotta hand it to them. You know, I think they managed to steal an extra 30 seconds, which you know it as well as I do. It could be the difference between a W and an L.
Oh, especially on a map this long.
So
This map is long. I hate it. I feel like I'm walking forever.
I definitely always feel that second point is really, really hard to take.
It is.
Just
I
'cause
feel the same way.
There's so many nooks and crannies that defense can go ahead and sneak through and hide through, especially when you have like a Mei really making your life hell. That's kind of tough. Oh,
A
and
lot
we
of
might,
Symmetra.
we might see something cheeky. I don't know.
No, I see Elfie in the chat saying time to go fair against that Mei. I think that would help them. I think that's a thing that they should try if that makes. Oh, well, it looks like I was right about the Symmetra.
Oh, it looks
So
like
maybe
they're
they
all-
don't need that.
Ooh, they're all trying to hop in. Sway, though, still kind of building a pseudo front line, but it looks like the Horned Beast recognize that this is coming. Jaeger manages to land that on Darius Fulton, and it looks like they're slowly starting to make their way on there, but Sway off onto the flanks, and right now Horned Beasts are a little bit split up, but Sway gets DMAC. This might not be good for him. Ooh, but Sway takes out Tripping Balls. And right now, Wolfpack has to go ahead and back off. Kagura's got the Bastion. And it looks like they've got to be careful right now. They're just really making this really cheeky. Charvy has got to be careful. Gets taken out by Sway. And Wolfpack trying to take out Kagura. Doesn't look like anything's going to happen. It's going to be a quick point A grab here. Ooh, Chibiki's got to go ahead and be careful. Because right now, Kagura can kill just about anything really quick.
I have to applaud Horned Beast for knowing what was coming, but them splitting into two different directions, I think, allowed them to get picked off a little bit easier than they probably should have been.
Would you argue that it would have been a better idea for the brunt of them, like just leave Sway alone, and the brunt of the team just rush in on the Bastion?
It depends on their level of focus. I mean, if they go in and just kind of get confused in the mess of a tiny room and 12 people, that's not going to do them any good, and the Bastion's just going to melt them. If they can get on him and destroy him, they could have had a chance doing that.
Ooh, and Sway takes out Chibiki, and the Kagura goes ahead and sets up. Right now, they're using a lot of their movement. Jaeger pops the ultimate, looks for something. Oh, manages to land it on Ludicrous, but that's really about it. Oh no, and the kills are coming on in. I gotta say that use of Symmetra was incredibly important. Chibiki trying to rush back in onto the point, but Kagura is just able to hold down the fort. That was an incredibly quick point B hold. Wow.
It was. Now, I think a lot of people don't realize this. You don't have to run a main tank into a Bastion. But people do it. And it's something that I've just recently learned. A lot of times you can actually get off that main tank, because what good is a Reinhardt at a distance when all he has is a fire strike and his shield's getting melted?
Right.
So I think maybe switching to a Zarya Diva could have helped them there. But with that Symmetra getting in the back line like that, they just weren't ready for it.
Right. And
They knew it was coming. They just weren't ready for the actual... it actually happening.
Yeah, I feel like you definitely have to have a huge damage, because you got to get rid of that Bastion. You got to get rid of that Bastion. And honestly, it didn't seem like they could adapt that quickly. That being said, though, that's not the end of the world. And hopefully, if Game of Thrones tries it again, I really do hope that Horn Beasts, reconfigure themselves and kind of figure out how to go ahead and counter that. But that being said, it's kind of a tough situation, because you really do have to.
Expecting it next time.
True.
Be prepared.
Very, very true. And Darius Fulton in the front lines, getting ready. And we're seeing Trippy just tripping balls just on the Reinhardt one more time. And it looks like they're going for the goats. They're just rushing on in. But they've got to be careful, because they've got the Pharmacy and the Junkrat leaping on in. Darius Fulton, though, gets kicked off by Chibiki. And right now, they all take that small space. Oh, and they've got to be careful. Darius Fulton takes out Trippin' Balls. And right now, the GOATS comp is slowly starting to wane. Darius Fulton takes out Chibiki. And right now, Jaeger gets taken out again. Just a lot of counter offense coming in. Hardcore. Wolfpack, the only one left on point. Quick suicide to go ahead and restart with the team. 2 minutes left onto the clock. That was a very good counter goats here from Game of Thrones.
Yes, and the thing about these little rooms on the side here is once you're that far in it, if someone gets picked off, you don't have the option of backing out. Even if you're down 1 or 2 players compared to the other team, you're stuck in there. You just have to go for it.
Alright, and it looks like they're getting ready one more time. Russian. So with that damage, and the fire in the hole comes in looking for a pick. Oh, with the triple kill. That's going to be tough.
I'm wondering how Zarya got a tire kill.
I don't know, man. I got none for that. Darius Fulton, though, accidentally took himself out, but Sway takes out Trippin' Balls. I'm going to have to go ahead and look at that VOD, because I saw it for like a split second, and I was like, what?
It's new to me.
Zarya got a new ult, maybe? We just didn't know about it? Secret patch?
Yeah, totally.
60 seconds.
Alright, 60 seconds left onto the clock for Horn Beast. Chibi Kitty managing to save Chibiki.
I see a sneaky Pharah.
Sneaky Pharah, but he's got to make that sneaky Pharah work. Because right now, Kagura's got control of the skies, especially with that Pharah working. Oh.
And now with that Mercy ult to back him up, Wolf's going to have to be extremely careful.
Ooh, Kagura looking for the pick. One. Oh, and Charvy manages to pop the ultimate, but D-Max Chibi Kitty, and they've got to hurry up and get on the point. Ultron, though, pops the ultimate, takes one out. Starting to get onto the point. Charvy might be in some trouble. Wolfpack can't seem to find any kills at this point. Tries to get on it. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen, though. 15 seconds left onto the clock. Trippin' Balls is trying to rush on in. Doesn't look like it. He's going to try to wait. But that's 10 seconds. It's not going to be a lot. Jaeger switching over to the Reaper. Can he go ahead and hop on there? tries to go ahead and get something to happen, but that's not gonna be it. Oh, Jaeger just a little bit too late.
I think that was a good idea coming from Wolf. I just think it came a little late. The other team had ults, and with that Mercy ult backing up the enemy Pharah and then that ult combo, it just wasn't enough.
No, I definitely have to give it to I gotta give it to Game of Thrones, man. They really, really, thought about what was coming, and when they saw the goats, they were just really aggressive. Especially having Chris and Kagura, just that explosive damage thrown in on them. I mean, they don't have any range.
And they're doing a good job together. I, as a Pharah player, typically don't like to run with the Junkrat. I don't like the way the gameplay feels. I don't like the way our damage is. I don't like the combination, but they made it work beautifully, and it paid off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just a lot of damage raining, pardon the pun. But
And it works in areas like this where there's a choke point and there's two small rooms they can go into, and so having that damage is good. I just don't prefer it, but they did, like I said, they did a great job.
well, right now, tripping balls. I mean, that's the thing. They've got to be careful at this point. They've got to have an impenetrable defense in order to make this work. But I believe in the Horned Beast. I think they could do it. They just got to be adamant. They really got to keep pushing to make things work.
Now we're gonna see our healer Allie on tank and our DPS Kagura and Ludacris on heals, with Trippy Ninja on heals and Sway and Darius on tank.
Oh, but Sway takes out tripping balls, and that's the thing. Jaeger in a very bad spot. Doesn't seem to make anything happen. Wolfpack still trying to rain stuff from up above. Managing to get a freeze on Alatrim, but that healing is way too good. Trying to cordon something off. Jaeger's still trying to keep it going with Wolfpack, but the freezes aren't coming on in. And right now, Alatrin goes in for the kill, takes him out, and that's going to be it, folks. That's going to be the game. 3-1 winners are Game of Thrones.
These are intense games.
Yeah,
I don't want it to end.
Well, unfortunately, we've gone ahead and hit the end of the night with Wolfpack getting the final play of the game. I love that.
Good job, Lil Bean.
Just look straight up. Oh,
I'm gonna trust the I'm just gonna trust the Diva Bomb.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Alrighty, folks, we've gone ahead and gone to the end of our rounds. Please give us a hashtag for who your player of the match is. Amara, who do you have love for?
Oh my goodness, everybody. Jaeger had some absolutely beautiful, beautiful plays, and so did Ludacris. Everybody did great, but just some of the things those two were pulling off as those characters were just really awesome. But like I said, everybody did a great job. So I have to go with those two, though.
Peeps, who you got, man?
I'm gonna be a little bit biased here. I'll go ahead and say, yeah, he's a work buddy of mine, who I got into the scrims by chance. But Ludacris, man, he's always loved May, but before he picked her up, he considered himself a Reaper main. But yeah, man, he really showed how much he loves her, and he's been playing her a lot, and he would consider himself a May main. So good job, buddy. You really helped him out tonight.
Right.
We should give player of the match to Peeps for bringing him.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna go ahead and give my luck here. Who did you pick, Mara?
People?
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Sway. I have played with her before, and I know she was really trying to really get into that off-tank role. And I gotta say, specifically when we're seeing that Zarya play on Eichenwald, oh my lord. Just having the play of the game that's a very rare occurrence. But it's just that level of intensity, that game sense, understanding where you need to be, how you need to be there, and then having that charge, well done. That being said, nothing negative against the Horned Beast. I think the Horned Beast were playing really, really well. It's just they just got outplayed, and that's the name of the game,
I
Gotta
think
go
we're
back.
going to see more from them once they get a hang of this new main tank. Hopefully, a little bit of practice with that, and we'll see them right back up there 3-1ing the other way.
Yeah, because you know, what was it? Tripping balls. Tripping balls was doing really, really well. You know, very aggressive, properly aggressive. He got a little over aggressive sometimes. Maybe got him out of positioning, but at the same time, though, great hammers, great shots. So you know, and I think they've got the team chemistry. It's just
They
about
can.
what's up.
They do. These wins and losses can come down to how much time you've put in with your teammates and how well you know their gameplay.
I mean, and you think about it, it wasn't like there was a victory, shape or form. I think the only one that was like tough was Eichenwald, but every other one, you know, was a hard one fight. So
They were great games.
yeah. All right, folks. Well, we've hit the end of this. We've got a match tomorrow. We've got the golds. I believe it is Project Proteus against Void. So I will not be commentating. I will actually be playing against the boss lady herself.
Oh,
So-
boss man and boss lady.
So
Facing
man.
off tomorrow. Be there, be square.
That should be fun.
So yeah, so you guys all get to go ahead and watch me get smacked around. That being said, thank you guys once again for hopping onto the stream, making all of this possible. Please let people know, honestly, on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever. Just know that these quote unquote televised scrims, it's just to showcase what you've been doing throughout to really show everyone how good your skills have gotten. And honestly, I am very impressed with everyone that really puts in the time, really puts in the effort, and you just see it, man. You see everyone's game just increase just by that much. And it's different seeing now that some members from Horn Beast, Baited, Game of Thrones are starting to move into gold, into platinum. So let's see more people. Let's get those applications out there. And let's keep everything growing. If there's nothing else, anything else? No.
Nope.
I don't think
All
so.
right. I am Loudtrix.
I'm Mara.
And I am Peeps. Good night, everybody.
We'll see you tomorrow.